So what do politicians do when they want to keep raising your taxes? Instead of saying, we want to raise your property taxes to pay for lavish government employee pensions and gold standard health care, they don't tell you the truth because that won't win votes. So instead, they play the old shell game. They cut off funding to something vital that will tug at your heartstrings. For example, they say, this is for 9/11 operators, or this is for the schools, this is for the children. Well, this time the shell game they're playing is to say, we don't have enough money for firefighters and paramedics. Certainly you want your house to be saved the next time there's a big wildfire or the next time a family member is dying. Well, first of all, this is nonsense. The state of California is actually in a wash of revenue. They're not strapped for cash. And number two, in 2018, did you know that the county paid out $203 million in overtime pay for firefighters? That's called mismanagement. They can't prioritize their spending. They need to eliminate the waste, fraud, and abuse. The state of California has $7 billion of budget surplus last year. Secondly, if they actually did have a shortfall of money, which they don't, then fix it. Prioritize your spending so that things that are vital are properly funded out of the general fund. Change the law, change the budget, do whatever you have to do. Change whatever it is that is causing the fire department to be underfunded. Just stop attacking homeowners and business owners and renters who have to pay more when landlords pass along the added costs. You ever notice how stuff like money for, an illegal immigration legal defense fund or building $1 million apartments for the homeless, somehow they always have money for these things. Top priority comes right out of the general fund. That's how you know that the city is playing shell games with you when they say that they don't have enough money for vital services. It's all a con. And why does it always have to be the property owners who they attack? If you want to attempt to gouge the people once again, why not try to raise the sales tax? They already tried with Measure EE to raise property taxes. Thankfully, that tax grab failed badly at the ballot box. But so these squirrely politicians have not given up. This time they're asking for an extra 6 cents per square foot of so-called improvements, which with an ambiguous word like that, this could mean not just the square footage of your house, but I don't know, your patio, your garage, your pool, walkways, etc. But so hypothetically, if you have 2,000 square feet of improvements, then this means you're going to have to pay an extra $120 per year. And there's an inflation factor, so they get to jack it up year after year after year. By the way, if you're a renter, just because you rent, that doesn't mean that you're immune or live in an alternate universe. Landlords are going to pass along the added costs to you. Your rent's going up. Now, I don't know if this measure includes taxing business real estate, but if so, expect to pay higher taxes for everything. Inflation, baby. And again, these measures that they pass are always full of holes like Swiss cheese. When they say that the money is going for one thing, much or most of it always gets stolen and diverted to pay for something else, like government employee pensions and health care. Or just like when they said that they needed money for the schools and for their children, all along it was really for the teachers and their pensions and their free gold standard health care. Or when they say that they needed money to repair the roads, they steal it for things like the high-speed rail boondoggle, or for buses, or for public bicycles and scooters, for road diets, and other nonsense that has nothing to do with repairing the roads. So in conclusion, I guarantee you if this tax grab fails to pass in March of 2020, everything will be fine. Fire departments will not fail to be available to put out fires. They have the money. If they actually do need the money, they will find a way to get more money out of the general fund. So Measure EE failed 54-45. They should have gotten the message loud and clear. So voters need to send these politicians a message. Stop trying to raise our property taxes. We're already paying enough.